Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome. It's me. I'm Reese the Beast. Here with my man E Dog, and with the guys from the gaming advisory. So we just want to tell you what our review is for the Batman, the Killing Joke. So let's start off getting straight into the point, and, straight to it and getting to the point. The movie was good. The movie was really good. It felt like two movies.
Shit
To
sucked.
me, he gonna say it sucked. It was two movies to me. First half was all about Barbara Gordon. The second half was about the Killing Joke, the comic. If you talk to me and all my feelings, I'm gonna tell you this now. It felt like a different thing. It felt like it was a reprint of the Killing Joke, a retelling of the Killing Joke. And it felt like a different story when they added on Barbara's story. And so Barbara's story started off with them going, Batman saying, "Hey, this is, you're part of the team, and here we go." So they're doing their thing. Then next thing you know, Barbara's questioning herself. Barbara's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? And out of the blue, they end up having a sexual relationship. Now, for all those that aren't privy to Batman, with his is always like teacher student. I know what's right. You listen to me, regardless of what's going on, how you feel. You listen to me. I'm gonna protect you because I know what's right. I've been doing this long, and it seemed like it was different when they were trying to tell, Barbara's side. Barbara was out there, like his evil, but a partner. But then they ended up in this sexual relationship, and that's why Batman was telling her, "Oh, I need to protect you. I need you to not get close. I need you to fall back. I don't want you going after this guy." After hearing all that, you're like, Batman usually wants them to grow and be a better person. Yeah, I'm gonna use them for my critique, but at the end of the day, we're not equals, and I don't want to have a relationship with you because he knows how much a relationship is going to cause, and damage him trying to get a job done. So, the first 15 minutes of them together solving everything was amazing. The problem is that last 15 minutes after, Barbara and, Batman or Batgirl and Batman have sex on the top of the roof. It just, that next 15 minutes was awkward as shit. And I just didn't like that part. But other than that, the last 45 minutes after that, flawless. So, what you think, E?
So, one of the things that it was good. I liked it. I liked it a lot. But what I was talking about earlier with you was they did hint at a relationship between the two of them on the Batman Beyond show. They never got into details on what that relationship was because I don't know. They just was like, let's leave it up to people's mystery. So I didn't mind them. It was supposed to be awkward for a reason. Like, it's supposed to be to a point where it was like, that didn't feel right, and it wasn't supposed to. You know what I mean? And as opposed to him telling her, "Look, I need you to back off." I don't think it was like an attraction thing. I think it was more of him like, "Yo, this dude is obsessed with you. You need to back off a little bit. Let me take care of it." I'm not saying that you're not part of the squad. I'm saying in his own Batman way, of course, he was like, "Nope, you off this case right off the bat." He's Batman. He did it for a reason, and there was a lot of things that he protected Dick Grayson from too. Originally he didn't want Dick Grayson to go after the people that killed his parents, but he was like, you know what? He needs to do it because as a person, this would help him grow and not become me at the end of the day. And I think he was trying to do the same for her. He was just like, you know what? I'm trying to protect you from this dude. like even though, like you said, like even though like you're part of the team, you're still under me. Like we're not on equals because you haven't touched that abyss yet, and like you haven't seen that abyss and you haven't come back from it. As opposed as saying like you haven't seen the dark side of society, you haven't hit that point where you could be, you could literally become a Joker and or become Batman. Like you haven't hit that point yet, and I think that's what they were trying to hit with that part where Barbara Gordon's comes to a point where she can, at that moment, become potentially a Joker or a full-blown Batman type of personality. And I think that's what they were aiming at. And I don't think people got that across. They just took it as like, oh, well, she was just trying to fuck Batman. She was just trying to fuck Batman. But I don't think
I don't think she was just trying to fuck Batman. I just didn't like the fact that they had it where they were, together.
Alert. Now detecting hostiles.
Like that. I mean, I get it. It made sense for the story, and that's
remember, it's
not a bad thing. It still made sense for the story.
Before he got the different Robins, where Batgirl was his only ally, where Dick Grayson left, he didn't get Tim Drake yet. Jason had died, and like Batgirl was still there. So there are times when they're together when other Robins and stuff aren't. So like I get why she was just there. I get why they had a complicated relationship. I understood it. Like maybe that wouldn't have been my choice to do it, but like I understand what they were trying to do. So it wasn't just like, it wasn't random, and the stuff they felt, I felt was you were like, yeah, it's awkward. Yeah, it was supposed to be awkward, because you're right. He's like a teacher, she's like a student, but it kind of runs into like that's the theme of life. Because like when college students go and they see like a professor, they admire that person on a level, and sometimes there is a sexual attraction to that person, but it's up to that professor to be like, nah, dude, that's not how it's rolled. It's teacher and student, and that's all it's going to be. And Batman didn't draw that line. He was just like, yeah,
I'm gonna give you this dick.
Yeah, I'm still Bruce Wayne, so but but as far as getting to the Joker and his backstory, and yeah, that was straight out of the comic book. I mean, right down to the type of art style, which I really like that DC does. Like when they do comic book animated movies, they try to stay close to what the comic book art style is, because the artists put a lot of time and effort into making those pages just pop right off. And I think The Killing Joke, even though it came out in like 1988, was so well drawn. It was well drawn by Brian Boland, and of course it was written by the great Alan Moore. So like it's something that I appreciate that they took into detail, and the animations were nice, and they were smooth, and they're crisp, and it looked great. The presentation was awesome. The music was on point. So I really liked it. If you wanted to rate it, I don't think it was the highest or the best Batman animated movie.
Well, what would you rate it, period? Like, what would you give it? I'm giving it an 8.
I'm 8.5. So it's between an 8.5. I mean, I appreciated that they did it, because it was very controversial in its day, but nowadays it's pretty much commonplace. It fits in with the rest of the universe.
And it wasn't like this. Watching this, it wasn't that much controversial, but it still was a good movie. It did have some stuff that was like the Killing Joke part was to the T. You got to see how crazy the Joker was, and that really, it only takes one bad day to have you lose your fucking mind and become him. And I like the fact that they kept it ambiguous at the end of, if this is real origin, because I like the fact that you never know his origin. You never know where the Joker comes from. You never know who he is and how he became this. And you don't know at the end of the story if Batman kills him, because they're both laughing after they fall out the window and he pulls the gun on them, and when he fires it, it
Hostiles
says click,
incoming.
click, click. You don't know if Batman or who kills each other. But at the end, it says that all you hear is Batman cracking up. But no, maybe Joker is being taken in. So that's why you don't hear him. So other than that, I think it was put together very, very good. I just didn't like that part of it, the scene.
I like that Batman actually admits he's like what Joker through the whole thing. He's trying to prove and admit that anybody could anybody can have a bad day and go insane. And then like at the end, Commissioner Gordon's like, no, like I need you to do it by the book. Like don't kill him. Bring him in. And Batman says to Joker, he's like, see, he didn't go insane. He's like, it's not everybody. It's just you.
It's just you.
It's just
and that was good.
Incoming.
Yeah.
No, I give it that. It's not Red Hood under the Red Hood, but it's still great.
Yeah.
Not under the Red Hood, but it still deserves to have to be called a Batman movie. It still deserves.
We're still good.
It was still good. It's just I give it an 8. So
yeah. Tom Roy and Mark Hamill came back to do the voices for Batman and the Joker. So.
And they do amazing jobs. Like every time I read the comic book, that's who I hear, and that's who I'm going to hear. So
definitely.
Regardless of what anybody says, that's what I hear. So I'd like to thank y'all. You got one more thing to say?
Yeah, I got one. You were like, yeah, we don't know if Batman killed Joker at the end. I was like, you know what? I don't think he did, unless he was Ben Affleck's Batman.
Oh yeah.
So
he done had my man bent over the fucking jump. They like, what happened to Batman? Batman got locked up because he.
Speaking of that, at the end, remember the scene where he stabs the dude, and then like he goes for the low, like he stabs the dude, he hangs him. This is Batman vs Superman, extended edition. He stabs the dude, hangs him on the wall, and he goes in for the low like stab.
They say he stabbed him in his chest.
The camera kind of jiggles out. I was like, did he stab that dude in the dick, or did he?
No, I think he stabbed him in his stomach.
I was like, man, he went too low for the stomach.
Nah, I don't think he stabbed my man in his missile. Cause
you got watch it again. All the people out there watch it again. He went so low. I was like
I'm dead.
Cause I was watching it again as preparation for us to talk about it sometime, and I was like, wait, he stabbed that dude in the dick.
I'm listening.
Yeah, I was like, he stabbed that dude real low. Like it was low, man. My man, he was like, I'm not gonna kill you. You're not gonna have no kids ever again.
All right, guys. This is our first review. Hopefully you guys like it.
Hostiles have been
We're gonna
detected.
hopefully get a lot better. This was very rough around the edges. But if you guys like it, leave a like, smash the like button, and we'll hit you back later. Thanks, guys. Peace.